Do you eat when you're bored and wished you didn't? Well, in today's video, I'm going to talk about why we eat when we're bored and how you can stop. Hi, I'm Vanessa McLennan, and I talk about all things weight loss, intuitive eating, emotional eating, eating habits. I'm a clinical hypnotherapist, and what I help you to do is to lose the weight by getting to the root cause of your issues so that you can step away from that diet cycle and lose the weight for good. So you know the setting, you're sitting at home in front of the TV and you've got an evening's TV that's really, really boring ahead of you. You're perhaps at work, you're sitting in front of your screen and it's just like a bit mind-numbingly boring. And so what's the easiest thing to do? It's to reach out to get some food. So why do we do it? Well, it seems that when we are sat with that lull, with nothing to do, that boredom in front of us, it's so easy, one, to reach out for food, but also it just breaks up that routine. It gives us that, excitement, especially if we're eating something that contains full of fat, sugar and salt. It's going to hit that dopamine center in our brain and go, and then it's exciting, we're feeling something. When you're bored, it can seem that you have got nothing to do, but I bet if you looked around your house and you looked around your work, there are plenty of things to do. So therefore, it's not a case of not having anything to do. Also, it could be that when we're facing, repetitive tasks that we really don't want to do, that we perhaps think, oh God, okay, this is really, really boring. So therefore, perhaps it's not, again, having nothing to do, or it's not having something that the tasks in front of us, it's perhaps that whatever it is that we've got to do is meaningless, or it's just not exciting for us. And your eating is really just a way out. It's like telling your brain, you reach out for the food, it's telling your brain, this is exciting, I like this, it's getting a rush, it's feeling something. So your brain is going, I like this, I want to do it, and do it again and again and again. And then before we know it, we have that pattern and that habit that's set up. Food, therefore, then, is not a solution, it's just really a distraction. And especially if we're getting those high feelings from the food, we're eating something very sugary, salt and fat again, it's sending the messages into our body, it's sending chemicals into our body that our body really, really likes. So we don't have to then think of what it is that we're going to do. Instead, we're getting these pleasurable feelings rushing through our body. So of course we're going to do it again. Why would we want to stop? Well, we want to stop because we're putting on weight. So here are some steps that you can take to stop the boredom eating. So first step is you could just switch that habit for another one. So if you find yourself numbingly, going out and picking out food, you could actually just use your phone for something else. So in other words, scroll through your phone for a bit, or find another habit. So okay, yeah, the phone is not ideal, and another habit that you might find might not be ideal. But what you're doing is just taking yourself away from the food onto a different habit. And then it's a healthier habit, perhaps a more appropriate habit. So in other words, you're going to cut out that, that putting on that weight, but you're just going to switch it for something that is not going to put on weight. So hence, the phone might be an ideal short-term solution. And then you can move from the phone onto another habit going forwards. Step 2 is just distract yourself. So if you know that you have got a really, really repetitive task coming up, it's like take those time out, or do Pomodoro, where you have 25-minute blocks. And so set your timer, set your clock for those 25 minutes, and then give yourself a 5 to 10 minute break, and then go off and do it again. So it's a great way for short, sharp bursts of concentration, but then also giving yourself the time out to be able to go and to relax and give yourself a break from it. Step 3 is just switch what you're eating. If you really, really do want to eat and you think, okay, that's the only thing that I can do, at least switch your snacks for healthier ones. Get lots of fruit in instead. And no, fruit is really, really healthy for you. So don't worry about the sugars, because you're probably eating a lot more sugar and fat in the snacks that you're eating. So switch it for fruit or just healthier options that you can then, if you really want to snack, still snack on. Step 4 is a longer term solution. So a lot of time when we're bored or we're facing, and have nothing to do, it might be because we're not seeing the bigger picture in our lives. We haven't got goals, we don't know where we're going. So by having and setting ourselves a really big goal and then breaking that down into smaller goals, might be something that we want to achieve in the month, something that we want to accomplish, something that we might want to learn. So set that goal and then reverse engineer it for what you need to do, each week, each day to hit that goal. Because then if we're going forwards for something, we've got something that we want to achieve, get to, we can then really sort of takes us away from the mind-numbingly repetitive tasks or the eating that is not serving us a purpose, and instead we can focus our attention on doing small tasks that will serve us and just fill us up a lot more. My fifth step is learn to be uncomfortable. So when you're switching from one habit to another, it can be really uncomfortable because you're learning, you're giving something up to something else, or you're letting something go that has been a source of, comfort, distraction, pleasure for you, but you know that it's not serving you. So learning to be uncomfortable is actually by letting that go, but you don't have to switch it then with another habit. It's just sitting and being uncomfortable. So sitting with the uncomfortableness. So this is like a hard one because you're like, I'm really bored, or you might be just like, oh God, it feels uncomfortable. But actually, if you can sit and learn to sit with the uncomfortableness, you can perhaps learn something about what is it that then is missing in your life. What is it that you're trying to fill up with the food that actually isn't there in your life? So is it that you're not fulfilled? Is it that you're not feeling excited in life? Is it that life is just not giving you pleasure? And then think about what else are more appropriate tasks that would give you that excitement, that pleasure, that fulfillment. And then look at going to doing that instead. So you don't have to do it obviously to replace that habit. It's just bring more of that into your life, and you will find that this then naturally drops. So do you boredom eat, and which of these tips are you going to try? Let me know in the comments below. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe and click the bell for my next video, which I bring out every single Thursday, and I shall see you next week. Thank you.